haven't really had the nerve to tell me that it's hot in the summer. And I think because it was in your face this year that it's been so cold, it's been raining, and it's been horrible in terms of not just temperature, but it's been gray every single day. Like, we haven't seen a blue sky consistently at all this year. Having said that, this is not an anomaly. The anomaly was last year because we had 12 days in a row of sun. Of course, people are they're rounding those 12 days up to the whole summer, but it wasn't a whole summer. It was just 12 days. That was the anomaly because it was 12 days in a row. We do get 12 days regardless. This year, I can't speak for the 2 weeks I was in Brazil. My daughter, and I believe her because she wouldn't lie to me, has told me, and I've looked at the weather reports, it was between 11 and 15 degrees. And it was raining, and it was gray, and it was horrible. So I can account for 4 days when it was sunny, when I was out on the beach. I was out at the beach very often, even when it was horrible. Wanted to go in the water. When you have a collection of 200 plus swimsuits, 200 plus, I have more than 200. You want to wear them out on the beach, right? I wanted to go in the water. I wanted to enjoy the swimsuits for myself, not for anyone else. And I'm only making an observation when I say that European women wear large swimsuits in general. I'm only making an observation. I'm not saying every European woman should wear a thong or a G-string. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's just a factual observation that if I go to a beach and there are 100 women, there will be maybe 5 in a triangular shaped bikini, like a thong. And I have not seen a G-string this year, but it's it's a very small percentage of population. That has absolutely nothing to do with saying they should wear this or not. I've been attacked by somebody that goes by the name of Anna Gudmundsen. I don't know that that's their real name. I would love to find out who's behind that account. According to the social catfish results and according to research and forensics, there's a high likelihood it is a man between 35 and 55. A man doesn't have a partner. A man who is most likely an incel and who shares Nazi ideas, although they do want to say that they do. The second option is that it is actually a woman, much older, born in 1947, 1948, around that. So a boomer, widowed, or very lonely, obviously racist. We do not know, and I say we because I have people on the case trying to figure this out. We do not know yet exactly who it is, but this name has been in various forums also Reddit, and some newspapers, news publications, Norwegian news publications. This person using the name Gudmundsen. I found a few women with this name. One of them passed away. One of them I have gotten in touch with, and I sent screenshot of what is being posted using their name. I'm actively trying to find out who this is. I have reported the person to the proper authorities, but I haven't reported a person named Anna Gudmundsen. I have reported the person behind the account, because we can just use any handle we want online, right? Don't necessarily have to use your real name. And a lot of people don't use their real name because they don't want to get caught, because they want to do stupid things. They want to be racist. They don't have the guts to show their own personality unless they're behind a keyboard like that, behind their phones. I am incredibly, how do I put it? I couldn't be more against this type of thing. If you're going to be nasty like that, come out and be nasty like that. If you think it's legal and if you think it's okay, come out as yourself and do it. Let's see if anybody will come out of the woodworks. Like, you can't even see the blue under all the clouds. This is just awfully depressing. And no one's gonna change how I see this, because that's how I'm experiencing it. And this year, even Norwegians are coming out and saying that it's been cold and it's been horrible. However, this is not the anomaly. This is how it always is. Last year, because of those 12 days, I reckon people were expecting a tropical summer this year or something like that. So they're acting like this is so unusual, but it's not unusual. This is how it almost always is. Last year we had 12 days, and in 2007, my mom was here for the very first time in the summer, and it was sunny. I'm not gonna say it was 12 days in a row, but we had more sunny days than now in this year. And I used to say that was my favorite summer ever when my mom was here. I used to joke around and say that she brought us the sun. But then again, that's the anomaly. It is more often than not very cold. Maybe I watch too much true crime, because every time I see people loitering, meaning like lingering for long periods of time where they're not supposed to be, or just standing somewhere, I always wonder if they're up to no good. If you're out in public, on a public venue, or if you're at a public place and somebody films you, they're not doing anything wrong. You can't sue them for filming you. Oh, it's gonna start drizzling soon. This is freaking awful. It really is. So, I am so glad I went to Brazil, and I spent 2 weeks there. The sun was beautiful. It was winter and we had sun. It was beautiful. Because if I had stayed here the entire summer, I would have experienced this crappy weather the entire summer. Except for those 4 days when it was sunny. And not even that sunny. The sun came out for a little bit and then it disappeared. So yeah.